WBP FOX sold by Atlantic Firearms, and as you can see the rifle is still in a one piece. That only means that we have completed 2,500 rounds without major malfunctions. So we don't know yet how this is going to turn out on head spacing test, so stay tuned to the end of the episode. But that I spread out the 1,000 rounds across the few days, and the reason for this is because I simply have to use the weather, whatever the weather throws at us. And I noticed that we suddenly have water in the water creek slash pond, and I used that day for submerging this rifle into the water. Zero malfunctions. It was extremely cold water, guys. It was on the borderline of freezing. It was cold that day, but the water basically started flowing because of the heavy rains, and that worked out really well. So the rifle completed the water submersion test. I haven't noticed any issues. Its function was functioning just fine. Other than this, it is pleasure to report that we have zero malfunctions across that 1,000 rounds which we went through right now. And I was using mainly a hollow points from Wolf, but also the good old full metal jacket 123 grain from both Wolf and from Golden Tiger. So whatever you throw at that WBP FOX, it will eat up. There is no issues with ammunition, and there is no issues with feeding. As you can see, I'm using mainly the surplus magazines, but also the newer X-Tech magazines, Magpul magazines. It eats everything. Or even, Ula, could you pass me the drum, Romanian drum top loaders magazines? By the way, these are from Arms of America, and that rifle chokes them all, no issues whatsoever. So it's functioning fine, and I do not have at this point any complaints as far as using the rifle. But you know what, let's stop the bullshit talk. Let's dig into inside the rifle, and we'll see what we got inside. I'm taking off our beautiful Cyclops combo, removing the magazine and popping up the dust cover. So recoil spring, and I cannot remove the recoil spring. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. What in the hell? I just pulled it out from the rear of the bolt carrier. That was some garbage. It probably maybe is from when we were doing the water testing, and some garbage just got in. So I will leave it. I will take some pictures because this is going to look absolutely awesome. But what in the hell was that? Real life TV, guys. Other than this, everything is looking good on the recoil spring. Let me pull out now. Let me pull out the bolt carrier and bolt, and I will start with the bolt carrier. Can I see anything? I don't know. I don't see anything inside. I think whatever we pull it out is stopped. But yes, there was some garbage. We fish out probably from the water. All right. Really, enough of the bullshit talk. Let's focus on the equipment. As you guys knew, we had some deformation on the rear end of the bolt carrier, and I think it slightly progressed. I think it did slightly progress. So that means that the hammer used, that RAK hammer from the Century Arms is winning that fight, and I hope that at some point that deformation will stop. This is something what we have to watch, but I can tell that there is some deformation right now. Inside the cam channel, I do not see any problems at all. Everything is looking good. Piston head and the piston is looking good. That's just dirt. Yes, it is dirt. Of course, you guys will have beautiful HD pictures after I wipe out this, so we're not missing anything. If you will spot something, let me know. All right, bolt is looking perfect, guys, on the rear of those locking lugs. This is absolutely flat. This is how you want it. You don't want to have any deformation here, any no steps or anything, and this is absolutely flat and is looking gorgeous. And the claw extraction is perfect. That rifle shoots the spent cartridges shells to the orbit and no issues whatsoever with the extraction. And as you can see, basically a bolt lost that black finish and it went back to the just the bare metal. This is what I was talking about, especially on AK files. We're discussing this. I would strongly suggest to the WBP guys, just keep the bolts like this, bare metal. I do not even understand why you are, you know, covering it with the paint or whatever, like, especially because you already have bare bones, bare metal bolt carrier. So it's just a suggestion, you don't have to listen, but I'm just telling you. And the firing pin is looking good as well, so perfectly aging bolt. That's how you want to see the bolt looking like. Okay, dive into the right side of the trunnion. Everything here is looking good. I don't think so that this is any deformation. I think this is looking just as it should. Left side is the same. There was a discussion about here when we are jumping off the rails and engaging the trunnion. There is a mark from the metal parts working against each other, but I don't think it's progressing. So I think that was level out at the beginning and it stayed and it's not progressing, but it is here. I just want to point this out, that this mark is from the bolt carrier, bolt traveling towards the trunnion and closing in, and you got that mark. Let me flip it inside, I mean outside. Everything is looking good here at the bottom of the trunnion. Mag release catch is looking good. That rivet is holding up. All the rivets on trigger guard are looking good. Quick look into the chamber. Everything is looking fine here. And as I said, the trigger, it looks like trigger so far is a little bit stronger than that rear end of the bolt carrier. We'll see how this is going to end up. And the rear trunnion, I do not see any deformations there either. Let me pop the gas tube lever. Oh, I didn't even have to use that. Boom, I can remove it nicely. The gas tube is looking good. Quick look through the tube. For the Pirates Union, everything here is looking good, guys. I do not see any exposed metal shavings or anything. It's aging well as it should. Barrel is looking good. As we know, this is the FB Radom barrel. I don't see any marks, no discolorization, nothing. The finish is holding up more or less, nothing spectacular. Like here, I think we have lost a little bit paint, but it is what it is at this point. Let's not forget, we are at 2500 rounds and we already did some swimming and things like this. Water surfing test. Inside the gas block is looking great as well. No signs of any rusting or anything, and the pins are looking good too. And this is all looking great. I do not have any movements on the stock. The stock is still holding up, that polymer stock, and the pistol grip as well. All right, guys, quick update. We got some we beat up a little bit the front post, but the ears, those bunny ears, are holding up. And I think that that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have spotted anything, let me know as well, because as I said, you always got the better view than I do. And stay tuned. Right after this, we'll set up the rifle for the head spacing test. Okay, I'm just making sure that the scary drum magazine is in the video. Ooh, all the liberals are freaking out, but it's fine with us. We are set up for the head spacing test. Let's see, no-go gauge on the bolt face. Let's roll it in. Nope, it's holding beautifully. Nothing. Let me make sure one more time. Nope, I cannot push it. I'm really pushing way harder than I should, but nope, it's not moving, it's not closing. That means only one thing, guys, that the rifle is cleared for another 1000 rounds, hopefully run. So stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for watching, thanks for being with us.